Today we're looking at a whole new way to sell from a major player that was just announced. Hey, it's Don. Today we're going to talk about something new that was just announced by PayPal. Now, PayPal owns Venmo, if you are not aware. If you don't know what Venmo is, it's a way to pay people, friends, and things like that. Now, as I've talked about in the past, PayPal has a lot of things going on, a lot of tools and a lot of options for resellers to advance their business and to get lower fees than you would find on a platform. Now, here's just a quick article talking about it. It first came out in Wall Street Journal, and most of the other major news players have touched on this as well. Now, they're going to actually allow people with their regular account, a personal account, to buy and sell things. There will be a fee, but the fee, as it says right down here, is only 1.9% plus 10 cents. So that's far cheaper than using any other PayPal option, or really any other option that I can see. Now, obviously, this isn't going to be something that everybody can use, but there are many different things coming along the lines. As I said before, PayPal offers buttons, a way for you to drop a link anywhere that you're able to post something on and sell something straight through PayPal. Now, here's a page straight from PayPal as well, talking about Venmo, how it works. But one of the interesting facts that they've also added on here is that when you use a PayPal cart or anything along that line, if I drop a PayPal button to sell something, people can pay right now with Venmo. So it offers many different ways to collect money besides going through a traditional platform. Now, obviously, this isn't going to be for everybody. This isn't something that you can just pop on there because you have to have a place to collect from. PayPal is, though, adding in many different other options. As I've said in the past, there's been many rumors that PayPal is planning on creating their own site, their own platform. This does seem to be an entrance into that area because one of their platforms will allow you to sell goods through the platform straight through them without any other means. Similarly to the button options that they have, where you can drop buttons or QR codes and all sorts of things for people to pay you with. Most people are familiar with PayPal, and most people do trust PayPal. So it has always been a good option. A lot of people are frustrated with eBay's managed payments and wished PayPal was around. If you run your own platform, your own site, PayPal offers you a ton of different options, including a unified checkout system that can work on every single place you sell pretty much if you're selling off your own basic platforms and sites. Now, besides Venmo, PayPal purchased a few years ago a company called Zettle, which is a processing company. Basically, it's a all-service, omni-source location for small businesses. This service, which PayPal has been working on for quite some time, will encompass every aspect of your business: accounting, syncing across a brick and mortar, as well as syncing across every platform that you're on, all to one prime location so that you're never out of merchandise. That's the biggest problem, the biggest issue with trying to cross-list items from one site to another, is syncing them up. That's why sites like Shopify have overtaken eBay. Shopify is number 2. eBay was pushed down to number 3 because of the sync feature. I can sync up everything with one platform. Now, it's not as efficient, obviously. You still have to cobble together many things to sync up sites, but with Zettle, you will be able to sync them all together in one simple location by what they are preaching. Now, to me, PayPal would be a good fit for stuff like this. PayPal has been the leading processor for one of the leading reselling sites on the globe, so they have the knowledge and the expertise. They've also had the button options and ways to sell straight through them for quite some time also. So if at some point PayPal wants to create their own site, they've got the ability to actually offer you every single aspect of service. Your accounting, financing as well, your syncing and sourcing. Every little aspect of a business can be handled through PayPal other than the actual platform or website itself. And they do offer links to places to set those up as well. So PayPal could be a dominant factor going forward, especially if some of these services like Zettle tie into Shopify in other platforms. That would be an excellent way to boost your business and to get your fees lower. One of the best aspects of using PayPal or other sites besides a major platform is that the fees are always cheaper. It's always cheaper to sell on Shopify. It's always cheaper to sell on your own platform. It's always cheaper to use PayPal buttons or any button service like that. Another way, obviously, to increase revenue and increase your profits is to lower your expenses. So if you are able to lower your expenses by selling more and more items in other places where the fees are a third, a quarter, or even cheaper, you would probably want to do that. It opens you up options to sell locally as well. A lot of what's going on is local. Google has a local shopping feature. Shopify has a local shopping feature, as well as eBay has been rumored to be working on one also. So there are many players in the local game as well. So these are just new ways, new options to make more money. Again, lowering your fees is an incredibly good way to actually raise your profits. Whenever possible, we list where it's cheaper, where we're going to make the most money. So even if you cross-list, some sites will be cheaper. Some sites you will make more money off the very same item. Keep that in mind. As the reselling world changes and expands in all these other places, many of these sorts of services do pop up. It's going to give you far more options than we have today. If you're keeping track of trends, singular sites, your individual site and places like that have been gaining ground through Shopify and other services like that. So pay attention to these reselling changes that are going on. Many things could change within a very short period of time as other players offer new options like this. Why would you want to pay 13% final value fees when you can get them as cheap as 1.9%? So it all comes down to your business structure itself. Are you able to sell items on other platforms? Are you able to drop links or set up your own website where you can draw people in? These are all new options, and if you're not expanding and looking into other ways to grow your business, you're really missing out. To me, all the changes that PayPal has been doing tells me that they want to be a major player still in this field. Even though they're not tied with eBay, they have a ton of opportunities and a ton of things going on. As I said, you've got all of the button options and payment options through PayPal straight out. You've got Venmo payment options where you can sell and collect money as a business through your personal account. You've got Zettle and many other services that PayPal offers. So this is another area that I recommend you looking into. It's a way to lower your costs and increase your profits. But anyway, that's what I have for you today.
Hello, my friend, how do you do? We hope you have a moment or two to listen to what we have to say to each and every one of you.
It concerns our postal system.
Our lifetime friends, as all of you know, they've never failed us through the years.
Through driving rain, sleet or snow. But now they've got a problem.
And what are they to do? The answer, my friend, is very simple. It's up to you to see them through.
Well, back in the the days of the 13 colonies, cry was freedom and how to defend it. Mailing a letter wasn't much trouble.
There weren't too many places to send it, but now it's a different story. They've got more mail than ever before.
It's stuffed in bags, stacked on shelves.
There's hardly room for anything more.
There's been a mail explosion.
They've got a terrible load. You've got to help them right away before the